Hello, everyone. During this lesson, we will be working on traveling and holidays. I look forward to working with all of you as we practice vocabulary words. Thank you very much. See you later. Hi, is that Fazl Rabi? Hello, Fazl Rabi. Are you there? Okay, maybe his computer, it is loading into his computer. So anyway, this class we will be working on travel and holidays. So we will be looking at different vocabulary words and also practice using them. We'll have synonyms for trip and journey. Different types of trips or journeys have different types of words that we use. We will work on some travel collocations and also work with some adjectives to describe your holidays. And then, of course, we will have a talking point and a chance to talk about the last time you traveled. So, again, my name is Holly, and I am from Idaho, and I look forward to working with all of you. So, Fazl Rabi, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Fazl Rabi, can you hear me? Okay, I cannot hear you. Okay, are you trying to speak? There's must be an issue with your microphone because I cannot hear you speak. So, okay, excellent. Hi, Oscar. How are you this evening? I want to say this morning, but it's this evening.
Hi, Holly. Fine. And you?
Yes, doing well. Doing well. Actually, all day today, it's felt like a Friday. I keep thinking it's Friday. And then, of course, you always get disappointed that it's not Friday. So, but doing well, actually. So, Alejandro, I thought you were going to sleep. Is that somebody else that wrote that?
Hello?
Hello, Alejandro.
Yes.
Did
Nice
you
to
say
see
you
you.
were going to sleep? Nice to see you. In the last class, were you the one that wrote you were going to sleep, or was that Anna Carlina?
No, Anna said that
Anna said it.
she going to sleep. Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought it was you for some reason. I don't know. I totally read it wrong, and then I was like, wait, Anna Carlino is the one that's gone. And then you come to this class, so okay,
Yeah.
I
No
totally got
problem.
it. So, anyway, anyway, Oscar, have you had a good day today? Did you have a good day?
Yes, my day was a rest.
Uh-huh. So it was you could say my day was restful.
Restful.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
That's one day. So because you had a debt, so you could say I had a rest or my day was restful. So, and Alejandro, did you have a good day?
Uh, yes, I think it was a normal day.
So,
Um, I I stay here all the day with the computer.
oh really? Now, do you
Yeah.
what? Is that a good day for you or not?
Yes, maybe yes.
Okay, so you enjoy that. All right. And Kako, welcome again. So, question for you, Kako: did you have a good day?
Yes, teacher. All, all was nice today. I work normally without problems.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I I could resolve all that I had to solve.
Mm-hmm.
and then it's all well. No problem.
Excellent. Very, very good. All right, and well, let's go ahead and get started. Traveling and holidays. Yay! So, how many of you guys love traveling and holidays?
Everyone, I think.
Some people, I think, get nervous when they're such workaholics that they get nervous when they are traveling, or on holiday and stuff like that. But I think most people love it. So, Oscar, could you tell us about the last time you the last time that you went on a holiday or you went on a trip?
I went to Villavicencio. It's near to Bogota, approximately 2 hours from Bogota.
Mm-hmm. And how was it?
The travel was a good travel.
Huh?
I rest very 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 well.
Okay. So first of all, when you said, let's see if we can talk this through. When you said the travel was a good travel, are you talking about the travel time or the trip? What do you mean by that?
The travel time?
Yeah. So, because we would say traveling, the travel is a verb, but it is not really a noun. So you would say maybe the trip was good, but we wouldn't say the travel. I think that is where I'm having a problem with that, because it's only a verb. So, and Fazil Rabi, can you speak now?
Hello, teacher. How are you?
Awesome. Very good. So am I saying your name right?
Yeah, it's Fazal Rabi.
Oh,
It's
awesome.
difficult, I think.
Well, no, I figured it out. So where are you from?
I'm from Afghanistan, joining Afghanistan.
Okay, are you living in Afghanistan right now?
Yeah, living in Kabul.
Oh, wow. So it's what time is it there? It's like 4 a.m.?
I know it's 6 a.m. morning.
Oh, it is 6 a.m. Okay. All right.
It's
All right.
Friday, it's holiday.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. And holiday in British English. It's well, actually, it's a weekend instead of holiday. We would say weekend. So, all right,
Yeah,
excellent.
it's weekend.
So, yeah, so we're talking about travel and holidays. So this should be a fun topic for all of us. So, Alejandro, can you tell us about the last time that you went on a trip or took a holiday?
Yes, it had been since a few months. I have been in Russia, Scandinavia, Baltic countries. I don't know.
Really? So you traveled to Russia, Scandinavia, and Baltic countries?
Yes.
When did you go?
I visit many cities. Russia, I have been 1 week. I visit St. Petersburg and Moscow.
Okay.
And in Scandinavia,
I visited.
I visited Helsinki in
Uh-huh.
Finland, Stockholm in Sweden,
Uh-huh.
I don't remember any.
Did you go?
Uppsala in Sweden too.
Uppsala. Okay, you went to Uppsala. I've been to Uppsala. I've been
Uppsala.
to Uppsala. And I've been to Stockholm. I've been to Helsinki. Did you also go to Riga or Tallinn?
I can't understand the question.
Did you go to Estonia?
Yes, Estonia,
So
Lithuania,
Tallinn.
Latvia, and Lithuania.
Okay, so you got
all
to Lithuania as well.
the capitals, Tallinn, Riga, and Vilnius.
Wow, I never got to Vilnius, and I never got to Russia either. But wow, so when did you do this, Alejandro?
When?
When, yeah.
It was in October.
Wow. Okay. Wow. So I lived in Finland for 11 years. From 1999 until 2009. No, 1998 until 2009. So that's one of my favorite parts of the world. So, I'm sorry.
Yes.
One moment.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, Kako, how about you? Could you tell us about the last trip you were on?
The last trip I were on.
I was on.
Oh, sorry, teacher.
No worries.
The last trip I was on was when I visited Caracas for job. When I visited for Caracas for job in the last year. Was in the last year when I visited Caracas for job.
For job. And Caracas is in Argentina?
Venezuela.
Venezuela. I was like, I knew it was one of them. So, and Fazl Rabi, could you mute? Because we're hearing you breathe. Thank you. Fazl, not Fazl Rabi. So, tell us about Venezuela.
Venezuela is a tropical country. I think it is near the equator.
Mm-hmm.
The climate is tropical, and the nature is very, very nice. The biodiversity, it's usually a sunny. It's sunny. Its weather is usually sunny. I was there twice. For job.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
But I know that there are a lot of good beaches, even though I didn't have time to go.
Mm-hmm. So
Go there.
So there's lots of good beaches. Although I didn't have time to go. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the country is living a serious political economical crisis, at the
Mhm.
moment.
Oh,
But I hope they can um, um,
recover.
they can how can I say succeed win the crisis. They can win the crisis.
Mhm.
Okay,
Okay. They can get past it or win. Okay. Succeed.
overtaking teacher
I would say the
to
best word for that would be to recover.
to recover. Yeah,
Yeah, recover from the crisis.
I hope they can recover.
Excellent. Yeah, I hope so too. So, Fazil Robbie, can you tell us about the last trip you were on, last vacation or holiday?
The last vacation I went to Saudi Arabia
Mm-hmm.
for it was about 2 days ago. I came yesterday. Mm,
Awesome.
it was good. It's a religion trip.
Uh-huh. Did you go to Mecca?
Yeah, I went to Mecca for pilgrimage for Umrah.
Awesome. Okay. I've heard other people tell me about that. So, how long does it usually take when you go on that trip?
I was there for a month, but this Umrah is only can take time only for 1 day. It will be
Okay.
finished for 1 day. But
Uh-huh.
there's a lot of other things in other cities like Medina Munawwara that it is historical and that worth to watch.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Um, when is Ramadan this year?
The Ramadan is, I think, 3 months later.
3 months from now? Okay.
3 months from now, yeah.
Yeah, from now, or you could say either 3 months from now or in 3 months. So in 3 months would
In
be
three
another way.
months.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
Um,
now my vacation was finished. My studies are started in Kabul, so I came back for my
okay.
studies.
Yeah, it's important. So okay. So let's go ahead and look at some vocabulary words. So let's work together. Which of the items below would you take with you on a camping, beach, or sightseeing holiday? So because I'm lazy about writing, a camping holiday will be 1, a beach holiday will be 2, and a sightseeing trip will be 3. Okay, and I've written these. This is like the 4th or 5th time I've taught this lesson, and I've written them all the time. So
Excuse me.
yes.
What is the meaning of the sign sim trip?
A sightseeing trip. Okay, that is a sightseeing trip is when you go to. Usually, it's when you go to a city and you see all the sights. For example, a good example of a sightseeing trip is going to France, and you go to Paris, and in Paris you want to see the Eiffel Tower, you want to see the Louvre, you want to see the Arc de Triomphe, and there's a list of about 5, 10 places that you want to see. So that would be a sightseeing trip. New York City would be another one. London is a very common for sightseeing. So um,
When is when use the uh, touristy bus, for example.
when you take what? Excuse me, tourist.
When you use the touristy bus, for example.
Yeah, a sightseeing trip. When you go on a tourist bus, you are on a sightseeing trip.
Ah,
Definitely.
okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Thanks.
you're welcome. Okay, so let's talk about these words. So, Oscar, can you choose one of these words and tell us whether you think it should be a camping holiday, a beach holiday, or a sightseeing trip?
Hmm, backpack is a camping holiday.
A camping holiday, okay.
Mm, mm,
Okay.
and a first aid kit. Mm, a sleeping bag.
A sleeping bag. Okay. All right. Thank you, Oscar.
Okay.
All right. And Fazil Rabi, can you choose some words and put it in the correct category?
A beach towel is necessary for a beach holiday, and sun cream is also needed for a beach holiday, necessary,
Mm-hmm.
and a torch is needed for camping holiday.
A torch. Perfect. Okay. Thank you.
And okay.
Thank you. Kako, could you choose some words?
Snorkel. Snorkel.
Okay. And what would that be?
Pardon me, teacher, what's the meaning of a snorkel?
Oh, is that what you're asking? Okay.
Snorkel, I understand as a piece of equipment used to dive, to breathe to breathe when you are diving.
Yes.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah. So, what type of holiday would this be then, Kako? A snorkel would be on what holiday?
What kind of holiday?
Yeah, a camping holiday, a beach holiday, or a sightseeing trip.
Okay, a beach holiday.
Okay. A beach holiday. Excellent. All right. Yeah, because the verb to snorkel, like this person right here, for those people who don't know, this is actually snorkeling. So the breathing apparatus is called a snorkel. So, have you gone snorkeling before, Kako?
No, in one class, Ana Carolina said she goes snorkeling.
Ah, so you learned it.
Sometimes, yeah.
Okay. Because the teacher was like, "Oh, okay. Does everybody know what that is?"
I think she said yes. She said yesterday.
Okay. Awesome. All right.
If I am not wrong.
All right. Can you choose a couple more? It looks like everybody's chosen 3. So we have a snorkel that goes to a beach holiday, and what about the others here?
Flip-flops. Flip-flops are relaxing on the feet. To wear on the feet. Maybe in a beach holiday.
Okay.
I think camping holiday is to a camping holiday is more suitable to use boots.
Or tennis shoes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And Alejandro, can you choose some?
Yes, a backpack is number 3, a sign 3.
I agree. I also think it's a number 2. Personally.
Yeah, number 2. A plug adapter is number 3 too.
Okay, a plug adapter is number 3 for a sightseeing trip. Okay, and what would a guidebook be? Anybody?
Number 3.
Yeah,
Number 3.
yeah. And a penknife and a knife. A kite. That's not a knife. A kite.
1.
A kite is for beach holiday.
A kite would be a beach holiday. And how about a penknife?
A camping holiday too, I think.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because what I know of as a penknife, I'm like, why would even anybody have one? So I'm starting to think maybe I don't know what a penknife is.
I think it is suitable to a camping holiday.
Okay, this is the problem. Okay, this is a penknife. Okay. When I was growing up, these were called pocket knives. So a penknife must be British English. So when I think of a pen, I think of something like this. But wow. So pocket knives and pen knives are the same. So let's look at, yes.
Here in Brazil, this pen knife that has a lot of different pieces are called like Swiss pen knife.
Yeah,
In English, okay.
Yeah, in American English, we call it a Swiss Army knife.
Okay, teacher.
I have never heard of a pen knife, and so and that's because it's of course British English. So anybody know what we would call a pen knife in American English? So just because I'm American, I have to teach you the American English. So, so a pen knife is a pocket knife. Pocket knife. Does anybody know what we would call a sun cream in American English?
What's the question, teacher?
What in sun cream is British English. Sun cream. What is American English? Does anybody know?
Protector, sun protector.
Well, there's a couple words. We would say sunblock. That's one thing. Or we would say sun tan lotion. Sunblock is the protector. It's like 20 plus. Suntan lotion helps you turn brown. And then the other word is a torch. Does anybody know what Americans would say with a torch?
Like, I don't remember exactly the word.
A candle?
No.
Lighter.
I'm typing it. Yeah, I'm typing it really short.
Flashlight.
A flashlight. Yeah, so a flashlight is American English. A torch is British English. Then a pocket knife is American. A pen knife is British. Sunblock, suntan lotion would be sun cream. But I think all the rest are both American and British English. So we might actually have a different word for a snorkel, but I don't know what it is. So we'll go with the British there. Okay, so let's match the synonyms for trip and journey. So let's match the words on the left with the definitions on the right. So we have a voyage, a trek, a cruise, a tour, an expedition, and an outing. So Oscar, can you read the first definition here on the right and see if you can match it?
A voyage.
No, the first on the right,
Okay.
on the right side.
And journey on a ship for pleasure.
So what would that be?
A journey of trip for pleasure in which you visit different places.
So which one of these words over here would that be? Would that be a voyage, a trek, a cruise, a tour, an expedition, or an outing?
The first is a cruise.
Cruise, yes. So a
Cruise.
cruise. Perfect. All right, and Fazl Rabi, can you read the next line?
A journey of trip for pleasure in which you visit different places. I think a tour.
Yes, a tour. Oops, did I type that in wrong? Oops, we've got 3 here, and then we've got 4 next. Okay, Kako, could you read the next one?
A long journey, especially by ship. A voyage.
A voyage, yes.
A voyage.
A voyage, perfect. And then Alejandro, the next one.
A long walk in the mountains or a countryside. A trek.
A trek.
A trek.
Okay. And then Oscar, can you read the next one? Oscar, are you there? Okay, maybe he's having internet problems. So, Fazl Rabi, could you read the next line?
A trip, visit, a trip or visit for pleasure or education, which usually lasts less than a day.
Very good.
6. An outing.
An outing, very good. And very good that you knew that we would say a trip or visit on this one. A lot of people want to say slash, but we say a trip or visit. Very good. Okay, and then the last one, Kako, can you read that one?
An organized journey by a group of people for a particular purpose. An expedition.
An expedition. 5. Yes. All right. And just because I always say, I've said this for years to my students, humor me, I'm American. So what would we say, what's American English for a trek? Does anybody know?
Okay, hiking.
A hike. So we would say, they would say a trek in the mountains, and we would say a hiking trip. Okay, and then all the rest are the same except for an outing. Does anybody know what we would call an outing in American English? You may have heard it in the movies or something. Anybody know? This would be a field trip. So, a field trip. We usually don't use the word outing in American English when we talk about school trips. It's always a field trip. So, all right. So what we're going to do now is complete the sentences with these words, and then I want to practice using these words. So, Oscar, can you speak yet?
Yes.
Okay. Awesome. So can you do number 1?
We are going on to Mount Everest each year. An expedition.
Perfect. An expedition.
Could it be hike, teacher?
The only you can say we are going on a hike.
Okay.
That's why I knew it wasn't a hike. But you could, but you have to change the article there. Or you could say, of course, a trek too. We are going on a trek. We would say a trek as well. We wouldn't say yeah, that's why, of course. Never mind. I'm getting confused. It's like, stop talking now, Holly. Number 2, Alejandro.
Travis was exhausted after the trek in the forest.
After the trek in the forest, okay. Yeah, so in this word we would say, Alejandro, exhausted.
Exhausted.
We don't say the H. So on this whole sound, this H-A-U is an ah sound. Exhausted.
Exhausted. In this case, can I use trekking?
If you say trekking, what you would have to do, you'd say Travis was exhausted after the trekking trip, or something like that. So because of the way he said it, or you could, if we want to use trekking without trip, we would say Travis was exhausted after trekking in the forest. So that's what you would say. Now let's see if there. I think there's other possibilities for that one. And Travis was a trek is the best one, but I'm thinking you can also put expedition here too. Travis was exhausted after the expedition in the forest. Okay, number 3, Fazl Rabi.
James and Maria spent their honeymoon on a Caribbean voyage.
Voyage, yes. Well, no, we wouldn't say voyage on this one. Because voyage is a much longer trip. So what is a journey?
Cruise.
A cruise, on a Caribbean cruise. Yeah, and just to let you know, in this name is pronounced differently in every single language. So, how you pronounced it was how the Finns actually pronounce it. In English, we say Maria. How is it said? How is it said in Spanish, Oscar or Alejandro? Because it's a Spanish name.
Yes.
Maria.
Maria. Okay. And how is it said in Portuguese? Kako?
Can you repeat, teacher?
How do you say this name, Maria, in Portuguese?
Maria.
Okay. In Finnish, we say it's Maria. No, it's Maria. It's a completely different sound than Maria. So, all right.
We call it Maria in Persian.
In Persian, yes, and that's how it's pronounced in Finnish as well. I've heard that Finnish has a lot of similar pronunciations in some of the Middle Eastern languages. So, all right, number 4. Kako.
Diane's children are going on a school outing to the British Museum.
Excellent. Exactly. A school, and this one, say outing again, Kako.
Outing.
Outing. Okay. Now say school outing.
A school outing.
Okay, good. You said it right. Okay. Number 5. Oscar, can you do that one?
Columbus' most famous voyage took place in 1492 when he discovered the Americas.
Yes. Voyage. And then number 6, Alejandro.
Mario took us on a guided tour of Rome.
Guided tour of Rome. Perfect. Okay. Question for you guys with the word expedition. Have any of you guys seen the new Paddington movie? Have you seen that movie? It's a kids
Which
movie called the Paddington movie.
No, I didn't see it.
It's a kids movie, and it's actually really cute. But what what it's about is this man goes on an expedition in the darkest part of Peru, and he meets a family of bears who can actually speak, and who and later, like a couple, like 20, 40 years later or whatever, Paddington goes to London to try to find this guy. It's really cute. So if you have any kids, or you know, it might be a fun date depending on what the girl is like. So, but anyway, an expedition is part of that movie a lot. So anyway, let's go ahead and ask and answer questions about these. Let's start with Kako. Can you choose one of these words and ask somebody else a question?
Faltz Rabbi, hi. Have you ever been in a tour?
Okay. So have you ever been on a tour?
On a tour.
So on a tour. Fazl Rabbi?
Yeah, on a tour. I have been to India for a tour for 10 days.
Really?
I think it smashed this world.
Tell us about the tour you took to India. What was it like? I'd love to do that. Fazl Rabbi?
Yeah, it was about 2 years. Hello, teacher. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
It was about 2 years ago. I went to India to visit Taj Mahal on a tour.
Wow. And what was it? Was the Taj Mahal? I mean, what was it like? Was it like the pictures?
No, it is not like the picture. The pictures are so beautiful, but when you see it from near, it's not like this.
Really? Okay. And what are the Indian? I mean, what's it like in India? Is it like the movies and things that we see, or how is it the same or different?
Do you mean it is like the Bollywood movies?
Yeah, is it like the Bollywood movies?
No, I don't think so. It's not like this. The Bollywood movies are looking another thing, but Indian peoples are not as much rich as Bollywood movies tells people.
Okay.
They have a lot of poor people on the street. Some people don't have house. They sleep on streets at night. But they are very kind. One thing that I really like India is that Indian peoples are very kind, especially with Afghans.
Awesome. One of my best friends is from university, is from Bangalore, India, and I've always wanted to go see them. Him and his wife and kids. One day maybe I'll get there. So, Kako.
Yeah, it's worth to watch. A very beautiful city.
Yeah. All right. Okay, Fazl Rabi, not Kako, I'm sorry, Fazl Rabi. Could you choose one of these words, voyage, trek, cruise, tour, expedition, and outing, and ask somebody else in the class a question about it?
Mm, Alejandro, have you ever been to a voyage?
So, have you ever been on a voyage?
On a voyage.
Uh-huh.
On a voyage.
Um, uh, I never take a ship or a cruiser
Okay, so I have never taken a ship or been on a ship
or ship
or a cruise.
or cruise.
Uh-huh. Okay.
I only take ferries.
Mm-hmm. So tell us about your ferry ride, the last ferry ride you were on.
It was in Finland to uh, from Estonia to
Mm-hmm.
Finland.
Okay.
It
I've
was
been on that one.
the last.
It was it the 3-hour one or the 8-hour one?
No, it was faster. I think 2
40,
hours.
okay, it was you took the fast boat. Okay.
Yes, for a day.
Okay. I've been on that ship between Helsinki and Tallinn 3 or 4 times. And some of them take a long time and some of them are very, very short. So
Yes, for me it was short.
yeah. What did you think of the Baltic countries? And that's in Finland, Sweden, not Finland, Finland, Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania.
I think there are cheaper in comparison the other countries like in Scandinavia, for example. Um, uh, the I I can I couldn't speak with the people because my English is badly.
Mm-hmm. So
But
uh-huh.
yeah,
So you felt uncomfortable talking to anybody?
I tried to communicate, but it was very, very difficult.
Uh-huh.
And, and the language is difficult too.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Okay. All right.
In general, I think it's the were interesting countries. I think the three are similar.
Mm-hmm. Did you know that in reality, Finland is a Baltic nation and not Scandinavian?
No, I think it's Scandinavian
Yeah, actually,
country.
actually, it's Baltic because the language is closer to Estonian. And Sweden, Norway, and Denmark are the only Scandinavian countries. But many people think that Iceland, Finland, Sweden, Norway, and Denmark are the Scandinavian countries. Um, so
Uh-huh.
it's kind of interesting, and I didn't know that until I was living there, and people told me, yeah, Finland is really a Baltic nation, but most people think they're Scandinavian. But they have so many traits, and their economy is definitely like the Scandinavian countries, and they're very more similar to the Scandinavian nations than they are to the Baltic nations. So. It's kind of interesting. Anyway, Alejandro, could you ask Oscar or Kako a question? Maybe
Uh,
Oscar.
yes, of course. When did you last time um, did you an outgoing?
Go on an outing?
Yes.
Okay. So when did you last?
When did you last time
No, when did you last go on
go on a going?
on an outing? Okay,
Mm,
so Oscar.
my my last go on and gone on an outing was 1 year. I I mm, I went to um, a, a theater, the Amazonas Theater in Manaus.
Mhm. Okay. So you went to the theater?
Yes, the theater.
Mhm. Okay. Yeah. So remember you would say the last time I went on an outing was 1 year ago. I went to the theater.
Okay.
Okay, excellent. So
Yes.
Oscar, could you ask Kako a question using one of these words?
Okay. Kako, do you take a cruise?
So maybe have you ever
Have you ever take a cruise?
taken a cruise?
No, Oscar. I have never taken a cruise, but when I have opportunity, I intend I intend to. Thank you for asking.
Okay.
Oh, excellent. All right. So let's go on. We don't have as much time, so let's go ahead and do this talking points. So the first question: do you like package holidays or do you prefer to go off the beaten track, and why? So, Kako, which do you like, package holidays or to go off the beaten track?
When I go for the first time, I prefer a package. I prefer to go on a packed holiday.
Mm-hmm.
But after knowing the sites, the hotels, the structure of the city or
Mm-hmm.
the places, I prefer to go on the beaten track.
Okay, so you prefer, so you want to start out when you go to a country for the first time, you prefer to go on a package holiday, but after you've been on that holiday a while, you prefer to go off the beaten path. Okay,
On
perfect.
my
Sorry, teacher, what
second
the meaning?
trip, okay, go ahead, please.
Sorry, what is the meaning of off the beaten track?
Kako, can you explain it? If you can't, I will.
Um, a trip not conventional as a package holiday. When you buy a package, you buy the tickets, um, the hotel, um, internal dislocation uh, on the different to the different sites. When you go on off the beaten track, you by yourself trace your itinerary, choose your hotel, your airline, etc.
Yeah.
The sites you will visit.
Many times, if you go off the beaten track, you go where other people don't go. So maybe you go into go into a small town, and nobody that you know is in that town. I mean, there you are the only tourist in the town. So, all right.
What I said is correct. What I said.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I just added a little bit more.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Fazl Rabi, do you try to pick up the local language when you are on holiday?
Yes, I think it is important to learn some words about some languages, because just like I went to Saudi Arabia, a lot of Saudi people, Arabs, didn't know English, so it was very difficult for me to make a contact with them. So it is, yeah, when I went to Saudi Arabia, I tried to learn Arabic a bit more, not too much. It was very hard.
Okay. But how were you able to I mean, how were you able to say like thank you and different phrases by the end of your trip?
I just learned to talk with the restaurants, with hotels, and some important words that necessary to learn.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, I think it's also, I personally think it's important as well. But it depends also on how long your trip was. Like I traveled to Oscar's country in Bogota, Colombia, and I was only there for 4 days, and that was not long enough for me to learn anything. So, I mean, except for words I already knew, like gracias, and I can't say it right still. So, Oscar, you're from Colombia, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So.
For 4 days?
4 days, yeah. And I flew in on a Sunday, and I flew in on a Saturday night really late, and then I left on Wednesday. So I was there for just for a meeting. We were giving a presentation at the Ministry of Education in Colombia. It was fun. It was a great trip, but it wasn't long enough. So.
Yes. Very short time.
Yeah, very, very short. So.
Gracias means thank you.
Yeah, and doesn't that
same in French, I think.
Isn't gracias thank you in Spanish? Oscar, Alejandro?
Yes.
Okay, Kako knows.
Yeah.
I need to take some Spanish lessons here on Verbling, I think. So, all right. Well, it looks like we're out of time. It was nice to meet you, Fazl Rabi. It was great to see the rest of you, Kako, Alejandro, and Oscar. I hope you learned some new vocabulary words and just got a chance to practice. And
thank you, teacher. It was a pleasure for joining your class.
Excellent. Thank you. All right. And have a wonderful day, Fazl Rabi, and the rest of you have a great evening. Or sleep well if you're heading that way. So,
Thank
goodbye.
you, teacher. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.